In this quick video, we're going to show you how you can create custom regions using Visual Crossing 4 inside MicroStrategy. On this report, we basically have regions and zip codes, which has a hierarchical relationship. It's filtered by Ohio, but it doesn't need to be filtered. And oftentimes when you're creating custom regions, you want to create a shapefile that does the entire set. So you don't want to necessarily add filters unless your entire warehouse is filtered by a particular area. So if you have zip codes across the entire US, this data set should be complete and have all zip codes and all regions on it, so you can create one shapefile that you can associate that set of geometries with any report or any dashboard that you have. All right, step one, we'll turn this into a visual crossing map. And you'll notice that we'll go ahead and drag over a zip code. We'll ask it to configure it manually. We'll select a geometry. We'll find the zip code that goes along with this, and we will choose USA zip codes, which is shipped with the system. And it's got a 99% match, which means that the shapefile represents the zip code very well. We'll just choose a couple or a single random metric here to color by, and we'll choose zip code. And we'll go ahead and create map. Now the first thing it'll do is it'll just show us our zip codes. And that's good. This is a good representation of our data. This is our entire set. Now we want the regions to be carved out and drawn as separate regions. So let's go ahead and create that custom region. We'll open the layer designer up again. And this time we're going to go ahead and click on add another layer. We will click on and drag over our region attribute. And it's not guessing anything correctly because there is no region layer to attach to this. This is what we're creating. So we'll click on the edit button. We'll choose create a custom region. And now it's asking us the child to build that region from, which is our zip code region. That's the parent-child relationship. Again, it searches off for the right thing, and this time it came back with a zip code layer. But just for consistency's sake, we will actually choose the same zip code layer we had chosen before. And so we'll choose USA zip codes. All right, so it's telling us that it has a good match again. We have the parent-child relationship defined. But quickly, we're going to go into our options. There's three main options here we're joining from a geometry, not from a set of points. So in the case we're aggregating the zip code geometries, we can match unmatched, which means if there's a zip code in the set that's not in the data set itself, you say go ahead and add it if it's within a certain distance. We're not going to do that today, mostly because we're only doing a certain region, and it might attach zip codes from other states here that just show up. Also, it'll allow you to draw buffers around the region, which is good for local regions, but not typically you don't want to do that. So we'll just turn that off. And fill holes, we'll go ahead and do that. This is a good feature where the final geometries are drawn, and if there's any holes for any reason in it from geographical features or from missing other features, it'll just automatically fill those holes in for you and give us nice looking geometries. All right. So again, we'll finish out our layer here. We'll drag over region, and we're also going to, you don't need to necessarily do this for the geometry creation itself, but for the report, when you want to have a hierarchical relationship, so for things like drilling and such, we're going to say zip code is a child of this region layer. And now we'll go ahead and create the map. And now it's saying, would you like to save this representation out? And in fact, you have to. So we'll go ahead and click save, and we'll just basically name this Ohio custom regions. And we'll go ahead and click OK. It'll go ahead and do the aggregation. It'll save it. It'll create the output, and it'll show us the results. And you'll see we have all of our regions are nicely color coded. And if you go to the layer picker and you turn off zip codes, you get to see exactly what they look like standalone. So we get to see northeast, central, northwest, and southwest. And that's pretty much all there is to it. Now it's saved away. Any other dashboards or reports that you run, whatever you name this file as, that shapefile will be available for you in other reports. And typically the system will automatically match it on the name the next time you run it. But any reporting that you do on regions now, you have a representation for that. So that's it. That's just a quick hit video here to show you how to create custom regions. Please let us know at Visual Crossing Support if you have any questions. Thank you.